Hey everybody, I'm gonna do a plan with me video this time. I am getting a little bit of time to kind of get things in order, and I've still been using it, but it gets kind of chaotic, and sometimes I resort to my lists and sticky notes, and they end up just kind of thrown in here. So what I'm gonna be doing tonight is reviewing them basically, and either keeping the info, consolidating it, or removing it, acting on it, you get the idea. Okay, so I'm using my Moterm Luxe again, and it's working much better because the pink one I had, like, I could fit my 25mm rings, but they made my papers stick out a lot. Like, it was protruding and I couldn't even close it. So then I took the strap off, and I don't even know what to do about that. So I'm just backing this, and it's working really great. I also have a black one that I'm gonna set up soon, and I posted about it on Instagram briefly. It's from the same shop that I got my black one last winter, from Jenika. She has a shop called All Things Planned and a channel, and she has good, like, budgeting advice and just I should have done this there. She's got all kinds of good content, and these are what her planners look like. They're a little different than the Moterms and all the other ones, but the faux leather is really thick. It's not too stiff. It's also not too soft. It feels really nice, and I appreciate that it's not real leather, in a way. Okay, anyways. These are still my 25mm rings, and I've basically touched every section here. So my thought process and, like, my philosophy is to kind of just touch everything, or, like, if you think about, like, touching base or checking in, I'm, like, trying to check in with my planner. I'm really checking in with myself. But I just kind of refresh it and keep an eye on how I'm organizing or not organizing things. Okay, so here's an updated picture of my little baby. Here's a little notebook that I made, and I got to a point where I was, like, really just needing something fresh, because I was trying to print my dailies with the little coffee stain, the Jenika printables ones, and I did it upside down, and then my ink got all messed up because it was running out, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna write it on some paper. So that's what that is. Here's my entire family section that's been taken out, and I need to kind of look at my lists and see what I've already done, and not really, I don't want to look at this, I don't want to open this, like, who likes that? The edges are not pretty, but it's all there. So that's what's important to me, is, like, I have everything that I need, and that's what I'll be sorting through that. I won't make y'all watch that. Okay, let's see. I added some new decorations. I just, like, move things around. This is a simple card that I cut and punched, like a greeting card, to make a dashboard. This I printed from By the Calm Seas, the same shop that I mentioned last time with the dashboards. And here are my Filofax dated weekly inserts. I moved them because I'm gonna go back to using Nada Notes' 2-page layout. Well, it's still 2-page, but it's like hybrid vertical horizontal, and I think they're way cuter, and I really appreciate the monthly, like, dash, because I've been using month on 1 page, so it gives me a little bit more room. And these, I've been wanting to have a gratitude section. So Carrie on I Heart to Plan, I think she does, like, a capture for, like, the day, just like a memory, I suppose, and I really like that idea. So I really want to, I still have stickers, I'm just gonna leave them. I just want to write something every day that I can be grateful for, something positive that happened, something fun, because I am moving this all to my pink planner. the Smart Fee one that I was just using, just for storage. I have brain dump pages here. Oops. A little blank dashboard that I just move around. And these will be strictly for to-dos. So before it, I'll use for probably brain dumping, but also journaling and anything I really want to remember. And then I also have my dailies here. I ran out of my coffee ones and I just printed some from an Etsy shop. And I printed them wrong. I don't know what happened. It zoomed on the back for some reason. Anyways, and then I can't even bear to show what I did to the printouts of my coffee one. But here I have plain black and white Nada Notes daily to-do style ones, and she is just a gem for doing this, because this is something that I feel like would be useful for anybody. And I'm gonna have some fun in a little bit stamping the date. So I felt there was a time when I felt overwhelmed at the thought of having to reprint my inserts and date them all, because I had a lot going on, and then, like I said, I messed them up twice. But I just took the mental load off, wrote it down on paper, you know, got what was important down, and then reminded myself of why I do this in the first place, because it's almost therapeutic, and because I love art and just all things, you know, that have to do with aesthetics. Speaking of art, this is a design that I made. It's a little dashboard, just something that I thought of one day because I was stressed out, you know, just had a baby. And then, so this is kind of where I'm working on my personal section. This is gonna be my new little cover for it, and I'll need a tab or something I can pull. This one sticks out, which is great, but I don't know where it is because it's clear. I finally moved that flower one that I had. I had used that in my personal a long time ago, and I just cut it when I switched sizes. Here's my tracker. This is just some notes that I took when I was listening to a video on anxiety and coping. And this is another design that I just printed. It's a list that I've had for a really long time, and it started out as just one of these, like, you know, lists that you make. And this is what I mean when I say I need to make it look pretty. So I made it look pretty. I just put a little love into it. And I put this, I uploaded this onto my Ko-fi shop. So if you follow the links down below, you'll be able to find some freebies that I made, and also a few that you can also purchase and then print. And I think I have all sizes. Well, okay, I won't say that. I have, like, the bases covered. A few of them don't have A6, and I'm so sorry. Please never come for me, because I'm admiring A6 and I'm, like, really eyeballing it. It seems like such a beautiful size. Don't know what happened to my charm. The weeks are fine. I'm not gonna, yeah, I'll show that when I've added what I need to. This is fine. Okay, here's my project. And I don't have a tab that'll, like, take me here, but I have this under pulley thing, you know, as I called it last time, that'll take me right to my current project. So I'm probably gonna put some sort of little sticky tabs, you know, those things. Okay, let's see, projects, just a few personal projects. And then this is all my shop and like crafts planning. It's not just my shop, I just do stuff for fun sometimes. So I wanted to mention one of my favorite things to do in a pocket-sized planner is to use index cards, just, you know, regular old 3x5s. Some are lined and some are not. These just happen to be lined that I had. And yeah, they fit really nicely. I trimmed it and I punched it, and it's so inexpensive. They are thick, but I mean, I have the room, and it helps, you know, to be able to just write things out, no pressure. I don't have to print anything or cut it. And specifically for things that I might throw away or need to carry around with me even, they're sturdy and, you know, they're perfect. You can also file them. My next section that I've already kind of set up is the relationships one. So I'm engaged, and that comes with a lot of planning, apparently. So my priority is to make it look cute, of course. This is a dashboard that I made, and then these are some cards I printed from Brown Plans. It's really sweet, and I love the art. It's just perfect. I have nothing else to say. I love it so much. It makes me happy. And here's where I have like some wedding plans. Everything here is still, you know, the same. I brain dumped, put some notes from a really good friend of mine. She does wedding photography, and she is bad to the bone. She's really good. This is some advice that she shared on her account, so I took note of it. And this is another dashboard that I made. I wrote the lyrics to a song by Foster the People that I really like because it's super sweet. I have that on my shop also. I think it's free. Here's just some more notes, you know, little things. I have a project for a special occasion coming up, but I'm not going to talk about it in case someone's watching. And everything is just kind of bleh, thrown in here, so I need to go through that. And then in the back, I have my cash envelopes. So I kind of updated the ones I was using before. So let's see what's back here. I have stickers, which I definitely want to use. And I'm gonna go to my week. Let's see, so we just started this month, which is great. I'm really grateful for this dashboard. I'm gonna have a seat now. Oh my gosh. So I was feeling really nostalgic since Jenika is closing her shop. And I was thinking about all the hours I spent watching her plan with me videos and how nice it was to just, you know, like get lost in someone else's brain and turn mine off. It's kind of relaxing. So I told myself I'm gonna sit down and really just take time to plan. Oops, this is so stampy. You know how stamp is? Anyways, I'm gonna really just take my time and enjoy it and calm myself with it and show my planner some love, because I was thinking about it earlier, how I really put this thing to work and I need it, if not only to make me feel secure, because it catches everything, you know. It catches like my thoughts, it catches my hopes and plans, you know, the plans that you want to make happen. You can actually make them happen if you just kind of break it down and take your time and have grace with yourself. So I'm gonna enjoy this. And I was actually watching one of Jesenika's videos the other night, just because she plans so differently than I do. And I was thinking, when I do plan, I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna plan not like she would, but almost like she would, or like other people who take their time and are, you know, a little patient. I don't have any words. AKA they use stickers and like washi tape, and they really take time to make it look pretty. Am I still going? I must have printed a lot of these. I remember one of my French teachers growing up, she really made an impression on the way that she handled paper and like grading and assignments in general, because the activities we would do sometimes would be so random and they wouldn't take long, but she would tell us, half the room, tear a sheet of paper in half and give the person next to you the other half, and then, you know, write your answers, because we didn't need a whole paper. And, you know, normally you would just, I don't know, use the whole paper. And she would scribble scrabble, and, you know, the information would be there, and she wouldn't really care what it looked like because it was there. And she also had complete, like, wiggle wobble handwriting. She wrote my handwriting probably looks the way it does due to hers or something like that. You know what? I'm just gonna date as many as I can right now. Because when am I gonna sit down again? I really don't know. These are really pretty notes printables that I got off Etsy. Let's see. 123 Zen is the shop. Let's see. I wonder if I give anybody like some sort of anxiety with how crazy messy this is. Sorry if I trigger anybody. I mean, not really, but you know. Okay. Let's see. I got my dailies done. I'm gonna go here and think about the week. Let's see. I'm gonna have to think of a way to get to this calendar faster. Oh wait, it's right here. What week is this? Beautiful. Okay. It's my cousin's birthday tomorrow, actually. And he loves plants. So I'm gonna put a little plant. You know, I said I was gonna use stickers and all that. You know what? I will. I promise. I can do it. I'm just gonna use what's in front of me. You guys probably think that I'm just nuts, but I don't ever think about stuff like this. I just need my to-do lists in one binder. I don't even care if they're in the rings. I want to read tomorrow. I want to make sure that I read tomorrow. Count of Monte Cristo. It's one of my favorite. Actually, it is my favorite. You know what? It's my favorite. I'm gonna say it. It's my favorite book. My ultimate favorite book. And if you get a chance, anyone listening, you can listen to it on Audible. Sped up 1.2 or 1.3 times. It'll go so much faster, and the unabridged version is worth it. It's so good. Planner set up. Now I'm just being goofy. I don't ever back plan or write nothing like that. How cute. Okay, let's see. You know what else I did today? This is so fun. I know why people do this. I went to the post office. Look, I used a little... I'm putting this here because I always know on Mondays. How about I just do that all across the board? Laundry I have to do like pretty much every day. I'm actually doing it today. I'm gonna make sure to do it on this day, tomorrow. My phone died, but I just put a few stickers down. And one of these cute ones on tomorrow. So I remember to read because I really love this icon. You'll have to excuse my light. I'm really trying to find out where I had it because my my phone died, so my camera turned off. Okie dokie. Looks fine, looks fine. I'm gonna check in over here. Oh, you know what? I can think about today. Let's go. I'll need a little something for my... Okay. Maybe I should have written on it before. Is it crazy that I knew exactly where a Sharpie was on my floor? I'm just gonna do this. This means gratitude in my heart. There we go. Thinking. This is what I mean about the squibbly squabbly, don't really care. It would be nice to have something super beautiful and glam. And if I had the opportunity, I would make it so, but this is what I can do for now. Okay, here I am. And I'm missing today because I already took it out. This is why I do my 5-minute flips, because y'all, I don't know what's going on. Okay. I'm not gonna write today, I guess. What am I grateful for tomorrow? Let's see. I'm gonna use one of these so that I can fix my brain dump, and I'll be right back. I almost forgot to mention, here in my shop area, I ended up with this weird envelope that I made because I messed it up. And so I put in this time card that I printed, also by the Calm Seas, and I think it's gonna help me be more productive and appreciate when I am productive, because I don't really keep track of that, and it can definitely get into like all hours of the night or really early, you know what I mean. So yeah, so there's some stuff that I'm gonna keep. This is another example of what I would love to have, you know, nicely printed up, but it's just not always like that, you know. So here's what's going in there. Man. This is the fun part of having a chunky planner. If you don't slit it, like, I could have taken equal amount of time to fight with it, and I could have just snipped them, but why would I do that when I can struggle? Okay, some of this needs to go, and some of this can definitely stay. Calendar. Oh, sometimes I will really push it when I punch my papers so that I can have them, so I can have as much room inside the rings as possible. Oh, here's what I was looking for. This one. Okay. And I'm also going to use another dashboard that I made. So I have a bunch of these because I was playing around with different colors. And I just love to layer stuff. Don't we all? I have a lot of to-dos here. And this is kind of a long-standing list that I'll keep around. I also have a photo I would like to keep. Please don't worry for me and my rings. We are okay. It's this you should worry about. Okay. I'll be back with you after I have a look at these to-dos. So I have a bunch. Okay, I'm just about finished. And there was a lot that I didn't film. Just consider yourself spared. But I'll show a little, kind of quickly, what I did. Here I have another laminated card, kind of like the other ones that I've had in the past. And my daughter. In the front, I already showed these dashboards, and for my gratitude section, I kind of clipped it together. This was another thing that I hadn't done in a while, but I forgot how much I love to just use like a hairpin as a clip, because it's low profile. It's good if you have a chunky planner because it doesn't take up much space, and it's nice and, you know, easy on the eyes. I mean, it's black, this one, but so my gratitude log will be here, and I have a picture of my family, so I'll see it, you know, every time I open this, so every day. Some paper in case I want to journal. Here's my brain dump and to-dos area, which I always use my little Filofax divider to get to. I obviously don't understand the function of a planner or calendar for that matter, because tomorrow, or Friday, is not Saturday. Got all these stamped and ready to go. Excited for that. The personal section, I guess I forgot to make a little tab, so I'll do that at another time. And I still have a couple of things that I'm gonna write up and put in here nicely. Like, I say that every time. I know, but it's true. Here's for my health vlog and like nursing in case I need it. This is one of those things I was talking about to make it look nice. And then I have my weekly. Actually, I think here's where I'm gonna put my lists back. So like, you know, things that I might need or want to keep on hand, lists, and then my weeklies. But it also has this kind of monthly dashboard. So I just stuck these here and on September also to give me, you know, a little bit of structure and like a catch, like a net, a safety net. I did a little bit of planning for the week, not too much because I was mainly organizing and going over my to-do lists. Here's my monthly. I don't know where my little charm went. I think I dropped it in my caddy or something. I'll use that for my personal. And I just kind of pre-planned, and I like to use sticky notes for that because I can move them around. The green is if something will cost money, and then I just have some notes. Things that I want to do like by a certain time. Here's my project section. I did not touch that. And then my shop area has like things to remember and notes, blank papers so I can start mapping things out. And then I also made a new envelope for my time cards, and it's kind of like a anything envelope, but I'll definitely want to use it for the time cards because the one I had before was really wonky. And this picture specifically means a lot to me as a transition because this is when my fiance set up the desk that I'm using. He bought for me because he wanted to support me, and it means a lot. So then that's where my relationship section comes to, and I already walked through this. I didn't actually change anything. I just got some info on our counseling, so I'm going to write that here. Little mushy love notes. The family section, I made an actual divider for it. I just stuck this on laminating paper and cut around it. Super easy. For years now, I've used color coding like in my mind, and purple has always represented family, so I have purple sticky notes in case I need to jot anything down. And then with my permanent markers, I'll write on here anything that you know, is pertinent, and then I can also track certain tasks. This is from the same shop, 123 Zen on Etsy, as those pretty note papers that I got. Some things that I'm still gonna keep on hand. A little note, and this is another tab to kind of get quickly to where the kids, homeschool, and the calendar is, and like our parenting course. And then back here, I've got my still messy finances and the envelopes that I made. So I have family, restaurant, and personal actually labeled, and then other things I'm saving for that might change. I have it unlabeled. Sometimes I'll put a little sticky note so that I know, but for now I know what it is, and it's just a trip for my fiance and I to take. So a lot of this is just DIY, as you can tell. I would consider myself pretty crafty, but I am also super lazy. So I definitely I make it as pretty as I can, because like I was saying, I want to show my planner some love. She works so hard, and I think it would be nice to just make her look really pretty. So that's about it. It's not totally 100% where I want it, of course, like with these extra loose notes, but everything's here, and it's actually, if I were to remove these, it's actually pretty normal looking, like sane person standards. Okay. Thank you for watching. If I change anything, or I'm sure I'll share it somewhere, probably on Instagram. Hope you guys have a good rest of the month. It is going by so fast.